Hello and welcome, and today I have a video for you on my channel, of course. This is Stronghold Crusader HD. It is a quite nice game. It's obviously set in the crusading period of the Third Crusade, but this is not the case today, because today we have an 8 Sultans FFA basically. It's going to be quite interesting. I've seen this battle once. Actually, I've done this battle twice. And every time it was very interesting. Some of you might know this game or might not know, but the Sultan is very sleepy in his actions. Rather very slow, but he can be quite aggressive, and we'll see that right away. So let's start with this. So this is a quite nice map for this setting. The Sultan castles are not very big. So we might actually have a nice time looking at this. The Sultan's economy is rather crappy. He doesn't have any food economy, he doesn't make any food. He has this weird good things which give him an additional combat bonus. I'll talk about that later on. What's impressive is that I think is that every Sultan builds 14 of these wood cutting houses, or well, logging camps basically, and 2 quarries. And the quarries are sometimes better defended than the Sultan castle itself. So that's quite impressive. I can already hear some swordsmen running around with Sultan Ahmed. Think he had to deflect some of Wahib. Anyway, all of these castles look quite similar because they are all the same amount of crap, to be honest. They have almost no defense, they only have these slingers which have a terrible range. Even on this huge tower which gives a massive range bonus. They basically can't shoot anywhere past like this area. They are quite effective against armored units or slingers, other slingers or lance spearmen. But other than that, these amounts of slingers on the walls will never compete with an army of swordsmen like this. Every Sultan has some of these guys, which are fire throwers. Let me see, where can I show them better? Here, these 3 guys. These are fire throwers. They obviously throw fire around themselves, and they are very strong, because in this game fire is stupidly overpowered. And there's already the first attack from Sultan Wahib on Sultan Ahmed. Pardon me. And I can hear multiple people shouting around, which means there's multiple attacks going on. For people of you who might know this game, I am using a community patch, unofficial patch, which improves the game a lot, to be honest. That's the way how these Arabian swordsmen can actually cut down these wards at all. Otherwise they would just simply die from the slingers. I don't think this is a normal gatehouse garrison from Wahib. No, it's 3. These are most likely patrol slingers, which have gotten stuck there because the swordsmen have closed the gate before they were able to leave it. And then they just went on top of it. The first attacks might not be very strong, but the Sultan has quite good curve of getting stronger. This is also where the slingers are kind of shining, because these archers are too close to be any efficient against slingers. The slingers can simply, well, sling down and kill a lot of them, or at least damage them. The slingers obviously are weaker than the archers. They don't take as much damage and they don't deal as much damage, I think. Actually, the damage might be the same. Pardon me, I'm still a little bit sick. But I'm not too sure about the slingers being actually stronger than, or just as strong as the archers. What I do know is that the archers, both archers and slingers, are on their own inefficient against any kind of swordsman or pikeman. More effective against pikes than swords. It looks like Sultan Ahmed is actually pretty good in the army department. But I suppose that's mostly, yes. This is what I mean. This is what I meant with the quarries are sometimes better protected than the Sultan's castle. Because look at this garrison. And this patrol slingers. So many slingers here and so few on the wall. And Sultan Shahid has a lot of money. Let's see where he is. Here he is. He has one quarry in a dangerous position, which might be good though. Not in this case, because he's getting intercepted by slingers, patrol slingers of Sultan Kadem. And yeah, this is the logging camp fleet of the Sultan. Should be 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in fact. I was wrong. Apparently the Sultan builds up to 18 logging camps, which is a lot. There's already no trees on the map anymore. Apart from here there's a few, but and in the middle of course. But I think that's mainly because...
From the Sultan, as all must sleep the sleep of the ancients, so must the poor Sultan.
First blood from Sultan Wahib? That's surprising.
A message from the Sultan. The Sultan sings, and the jackal falls in the forest.
That's actually surprising. I didn't even notice this happening. I didn't expect him to fall that fast, to be honest. But I won't underestimate the Sultan again and have a better eye on the battles. Looks like the only battle currently is Sultan Kadem against Sultan Shahid. These logging, these woodcutters had no chance. Lumberjacks. And this is impossibly the end for Sultan Shahid, because he still has the most money. He can pull up a lot of resources. If he would feel threatened by this, of course. He still has some archers and he still has a lot of swordsmen. And some patrol slingers. The slingers are rather minor, but it's still something, I guess. And I might actually turn down the music a little bit more. And the sounds, because I feel like the game is actually louder than it seems. I think they are, yes. They are through. And usually the Sultan will just send these people into melee, at least from what I've seen, but this time not, which is beneficial. He saved some men there. And what's going on here? Oh, Sultan Malik is attacking Sultan Hashim. And apparently he has been cleared. There's almost no archers left and there's still a gang of archers from Malik left. And here's another attack from Abdul onto Mustafa. Or Mustafa? I'm not sure how that's spelled. But I'll try my best. Apparently Sultan Mustafa likes to send out like two or four swordsmen for a sally out to take care of the archers. Or even more like this. And there's the patrol slingers of Abdul. And the glorious melee slingers from Mustafa. Now the slingers are attacking the archers, which is very good. A valuable target. The archers are very expensive. I think they cost like 75 gold each. For comparison, I think the swordsmen cost 80 gold each. And the swordsmen are way stronger. The Sultan would probably be stronger if he would just use more swordsmen instead of archers, but the archers are a good defensive line. Especially against other AIs like the snake or the rat. We might see them later. I have some ideas for big battles. Don't know if I will just pump them all out at once, or if I take my sweet time with that. I think this is another attack by Shahid, but I don't know what is he going for. He's going into the direction of Malik. What are you doing? Oh, apparently the wall was open right here, but Hashim closed it, so now he tried to go through there, but it was already closed. That's a big sally out, a deadly one. This attack was wasted. Anything else going on? Oh. There was a breakthrough from, I think it was Mustafa. But the fire thrower and archery reserves, as well as the swordsman, stopped it in time.
Your allies.
Yeah, I have no allies. That's a sad thing, because I don't even exist. Now Sultan Malik is leading in the money. This guy, who previously failed to attack Hashem. And Wahib is leading in the military, which is I don't know if... Oh, he's actually attacking. Right now. Are his swordsmen collecting right here? Oh.
The pond is dying in the Sultan's oasis.
I only hear that the pond is dying, not drying. But it doesn't even look this... Oh. Oh, he's brave. Sultan got fed up with this and decided to take it on himself. I think the Sultans always attack the guy or the AI or the player that's right next to them. I'm not sure if they have any preferences.
From the Sultan. The pond is dying in the Sultan's oasis.
What is now happening? Oh, looks like sorry, I keep forgetting the name. Sultan Malik is attacking Hashim again. This might actually be bad for Hashem. I mean, he still has his fire throwers, but this is a bad position for them. Though they are walking directly through the fire, which is going to damage them either way. And that hurts. So yeah, this was still deflected once more. He still has a tiny bit of gold left, but which won't really last for long. Which is more surprising, I think, that he has still bread in his granary. Everybody still seems to have bread in his granary. This is probably...
A message from the Sultan.
Oh.
The pond is dying.
This is for Sultan Karim.
A message from the Sultan.
Second kill for Sultan Wahib.
The sleep of the ancients, so must the poor Sultan. A message from the Sultan. The Sultan sings, and the jackal falls in the forest.
The first time I ever made this battle, and the second time as well, Sultan Mustafa always won. In the third battle, it sadly got a bug, and I couldn't continue. But this time it doesn't look too good for him. Instead it looks very good for Sultan Wahib, because he isn't being attacked at all, and he keeps attacking people to death. At least Hashim finally rebuilt his tower, and his wall. Maybe, well, his entire stockpile is empty now. And he doesn't have any money either. Money seems to be a quite rarity now, except for Malik and Wahib. I don't know why. Ah, because Wahib has a very good positioning of his quarries and his gatehouse. Sometimes the Sultans just tend to build their gatehouses here and their quarries there, which might have been their case as well, but this one chose a good castle. Even though it has no watchtower or lookout tower. It doesn't matter because it doesn't have any bonus anyway. It's just there and eats stone when it gets destroyed. And this one, his quarry is actually positioned very bad. I think he's just very bad at spending money. I'm not sure. I think he was under fire for quite a while from Hashim, but now the tide has turned, I think. And the worst thing is that now everybody is going to sleep, apart from Wahib and Malik, perhaps, because they have the money. And yeah, that's it with the forest around here. There's some patrol slinger battles to try and contest the wood control, which apparently is just being surrendered to Hashim, who is going to die. That's very intelligent from you, Wahib. Yeah, currently there's nothing happening, so let's just speed up a while. Until something happens. Oh. I don't think that we can expect anything from Hashim anymore. Oh, next attack from Wahib. Onto Abdul. And Abdul doesn't look too healthy somehow. He gets already killed. He gets some of the swordsmen killed by the archers of Wahib, which is not a good sign. He almost doesn't have any swordsmen either. Perhaps he might actually deflect this at one more attack with his fire throwers. But it will cause massive damage over time. If that's even possible with the Sultan, because they already damaged themselves over time. Oh.
A message from the Sultan. The pond is dying in the Sultan's oasis.
Yeah, this attack won't work. Let's look at Hashim. And he won't defend himself at all. He has nothing left. He just destroyed all of this economy to draft some more slingers. Why didn't you draft swordsmen? This is now he doesn't even have any wood anymore to rebuild in case he survives this attack. This is such a waste of slingers right now. Such a waste of the money that he made by destroying his entire economy. I don't think that he's going to pull out anything out of this. Sadly, the Sultan doesn't remake his fire throwers once they are dead. But until they are dead, they can deal a lot of damage. They're currently jumping through very fast. Nothing else is happening. Oh, Mustafa is attacking Abdul, which doesn't look good at all for Abdul.
Is dying in the Sultan's oasis.
Yeah, all your pawns are dying, that's fine. Just revive them if you want to. Oh, directly through the fire. Through the fire and flames, but this won't work.
From the Sultan. As all must sleep the sleep of the ancients, so must the poor Sultan.
He still has a fire thrower, but it's a very bad position for it.
A message from the Sultan. The Sultan sings.
The supply this thing where you put your resources is very good at providing cover for fire attacks. Is he just going to survive this, or is he going to die? No, he's dying.
A message from the Sultan.
Very close.
As all must sleep the sleep of the ancients, so must the poor Sultan.
I think that here, while he tried to send... shut up.
Sings, and the jackal falls in the forest.
I think that where he tried to send out a tiny force to attack, in case he could have still kill-stealed Abdul at this point, but he wasn't fast enough, sadly. Now it's down to these guys, and I'm going to speed up because they're going to sleep, because nobody has money. At least only Malik and Wahib have money, because Malik just killed somebody, and Wahib because he has a great quarry placement. Mustafa almost spent his money again. At least the stone economy helps. 2 quarries is a nice thing to have for your economy. Oh, oops. This might not be the lethal attack for Mustafa, but it doesn't look good for him. That's what I can say. They are constantly shelling the keep, which is a very bad sign. Till these guys are through, a lot of these swordsmen will have taken quite a bit of damage or even died.
A message from the Sultan. The pond is dying in the Sultan's.
Oh. Yeah, this will not work for him. Not for Mustafa today. No, that's it.
A message from the Sultan. As all must sleep the sleep of the ancients, so must the poor Sultan.
Now we only have 3 guys. It's the
a message from the Sultan.
Well, yeah,
the
come
Sultan
on.
Sings, and the jackal falls in the forest.
It's the triangle of sleepiness, because now basically nothing will happen. I said previously that nothing will happen, no, not a lot will happen, but this time it's a bad case of it. Because, yeah, even Wahib lost all of his money reserves now, only Malek has money. And until he spent all of his money, he might have attacked or not. We'll see how that works out. I'm curious though, because there won't be any more patrol battles at this point, because the mood is all gone. And the Sultan doesn't send raiding patrols or to enemy quarries or logging camps. What the hell is he doing? Anyway, he didn't send any archers, or did they already die? Where are your archers? I think the archers already died, which makes sense because there's a ton of archers over here, but they are barely damaged, which then again doesn't make sense. Yeah, this attack won't move anything. Let's just speed up and see what happens. Yeah, they didn't even breach the wall. Oh, does the Sultan send raiding patrols? No. Just pulled back. Maybe he had a logging camp over here and it got destroyed or so. But the last of the wood is actually controlled by Shahid and Wahib. Yeah, that's the last trees. Or the last tree, better said, because... no, it's actually the last trees. There's two. Oh, already the next attack. Yeah, it takes quite a while now. Because the Sultan just doesn't have any economy, but pretty much. I'm slowly getting terrified from what's going to happen after this, because now even Malik spent his money. Yeah, his quarries are terrible. The best cards in this game has Wahib, in fact, with his super quarries. One is almost empty, which means good things. Shahids are pretty much full, but that's because the gate is occupied, and the gate is dead actually. Oh, that's a nice swordman blob, but it didn't help. Too many slingers support. That's it again. Let's speed up again. Oh, 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 oh. That's Wahib. I don't think that Shahid is going to live for too long. What are you doing? Get your archers out of there. Stop sending him into melee. What are you doing?
A message from the Sultan. The pond
Okay.
is dying in the Sultan's oasis.
That's also where you can send in your swordsman in a big old caravan. I mean, it does work. For some reason. Oh, that's a little bit of an emergency draft, and this time he made swordsman.
As all must sleep the sleep of the ancients, so must the poor Sultan.
Now we have the Battle of Death.
A message from the Sultan. The Sultan sings, and the jackal falls in the forest.
Battle of Death in the sense that, well, you the viewers might die or I might die, because this is going to take ages. They are so far away that until they have started their attack, the other one will have more troops to defend himself. Though considering the crappy economy of the Sultan, maybe we'll see an end rather soon. Because Wahib has actually a quite decent troop advantage, numerical advantage, mainly because Malik completely botched an attack onto Shahid. What are you doing? Why are these slingers just running back and forth? Is it too fast? It is definitely not too fast. This is a nice speed to watch. But anyway, until something happens, we can also run on 500. I suppose that Wahib will attack first. So I'll just stare at him until he moves his sword caravan. Oh, what? The entire swords caravan just moved down here and started moving from here, which is okay. Let's wait until they have gathered themselves. Oh, raiding slingers. Maybe they only get sent with the attack, and otherwise they just move back and forth. But this is very good for Wahib because he's actually cleaning out the wall and avoiding some damage. I wonder why he is not sending his archers though, because usually the Sultan is very aggressive with his archers. He sends them right in front of the wall shooting at the enemy. Maybe he's just not risking it because there's so many archers. There isn't a lot of archers actually on Malik's not capital, keep. Maybe he just sends them when the wall is opened. Impaled. Ah, now the wall is open, and he does send the archers now. Oh, he did an emergency draft. Oh, but that's some nice damage. Oh, yeah, he just got completely overpowered by the emergency draft right there. The good thing is that Malik's economy just can't support it anymore, as his quarry is in a terrible position. And Wahib is in a great position. I think that sooner or later we will see the demise of Malik, so I'll just speed it up even more now. 1000 please. As Malik won't get on his feet anymore because Wahib already has him outproduced again. So considering the amount of attacks that Wahib has run yet, maybe Malik might attack before. Simply because he hasn't done as much attacks as him, and he therefore needs less soldiers to attack. It is a weird logic, but it just is the way it is. And Wahib has the last bit of wood in this world. It's a Ferrari Forester, or Lumberjack. I wonder what happened, because this guy's economy suddenly got a bit kick-started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ox tethers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Malik somehow has one more ox tether. But I don't know if that's going to benefit him too much. Of course, he's going to be able to carry a bit more stone. But still, even though he has less, his quarries are more efficiently used. Because this one is almost empty, this one can produce constantly. This one is most of the time idle, but that's okay. Maybe if the Sultan would actually have no positive fear factor, his quarries would be even more productive and give him even more money. Plus, without all these statues, he can save on a lot of money to drive early attacks. Or all these gardens, which are a huge throw out of money. The Sultan would need more economy instead of a fear factor. He would perform almost as good with neutral fear factor. Oh, the producing is way closer than I thought. I'm surprised. He has a bit of food? Do you have a bit of food? Yes, of course. Now I'm curious why. And I'm definitely sure now that we will see an attack of Malik before the attack of Wahib. Because for some reason Malik has just managed to get over Wahib in the troop count. And there he goes. The next, well, probably the last attack of Malik. Gather your swords. Alright, now we can go down a bit. This is a nice scene to watch. Oh, and he's going for the gate with a lot of swordsmen. A smart strategy. Creating a distraction with the swordsmen on the wall and at the same time destroying the gate. But it won't help because now his men are... Oh, that's very bad.
Your ally.
I still don't have any allies. This is a very drastic loss for Malik. Even though he somehow managed to accumulate a ton of money, he will only be able to make like 10 units with it because his units are so damn expensive. Let's wait for the attack of Wahib. Wish I could turn up the speed even more, because for some reason I'm thinking very pessimistically that the next attack of Wahib won't finish Malik at all. Or does he have a lot of slingers? He has a swordsman, that's what he has. Hope that he has all of these guys and slinger patrols, or raiding patrols. But now, for some reason, slinger raiding patrols are coming through. They are not moving back and forth anymore. Ah, there he goes. That's a lot of archers, so almost thought he's going to use them in the offense now. Next time I'm going to run, I should better run. If I'm planning to redo this, I should better run this in with the 40,000 starting gold. That was far easier and far shorter to watch than this. Now he is through, but he has a disadvantage because his units are cut off from this dancing bear. Oh, but Malik is making a very bad move with his men, and he is dispersing himself as well. But he got his swordsman killed. Major damage to the army of Malik. Sadly not enough. Why, he has some money now. Yeah, I wish I could just speed this up even more or cut it out. This waiting isn't really fun. If at least these slinger patrols or raiding gangs would always go through and not just go back and forth all day. Sweet waiting. Curious as to why Malik's economy is literally better than the economy of Wahib, even though he's using his quarries more inefficiently. Now this one is constantly producing. So maybe now the economy of Malik is somehow managed to get over the economy of Wahib just because he has one more ox tether. No, he has two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did you delete one? I could have sworn that he had 5 and he had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's why. Oh no, this means that this might drag on forever. Because of the stupid dancing bear constantly obstructing the army of Wahib. At the same time Malik being unable to kill Wahib because he disperses his army too much. One part of his swords goes on the wall, the other part goes on the gate. Which is Not the best decision. Either all on the wall, please, or all on the gate, but not the Spurs, please. All of a sudden, I'm regretting having this done ever. If you would at least stop making archers and get more swords, that would be nice. That would be really nice. This battle is progressing even slower than the loading speed of ARDL, for those who know of the meme. Pardon me. Oh, and Malik is attacking. With a ton of archers. Oh, okay. And a few swords, which I bet he's going to botch because he's going to send one part of the wall and one part of the gate again. I bet it. I just can't fail this. I'm just gonna let it speed 1000 because I don't think that anything is going to move, especially with these slingers here. No. This was a slaughter. Now he has money, but he can't really use it. And why do you only have one ox terror now? Make more, man. Where are your fucking ox terrors? Oh, there's one. Why did you build it there? Why not here? Oh my god, now Wahib is a cripple in economy and he doesn't have any wood. He can't buy any. Now he has bought some. Another ox terror. Very good. Make more, please. I can't look at this. Oh, 5 ox terrors. Come on, one more. Outproduce Malik. Is he Malik? Yes, it's Malik. Use the great Sultan skill. Which there isn't any, but use it anyway. This sword sound effect is a little bit annoying, I'm sorry. But I'm getting a little bit crazy from this. Now he has 6 ox tethers as well. I think now he's going to be able to outproduce Malik actually. Even though his crows are placed a little bit less efficient now. Oh, a slinger gang, raider gang. And some glorious melee slingers from Wahib. I'm not sure what they're actually aiming for. Oh, they are aiming for these guys, I think. And no, stop sending slingers into melee. That doesn't help. Please stop. Oh, he's attacking. Now shit's going down. But he already has a ton of defensive swords. Great. That's just what I wanted. Just going to leave it on 1000 speed for this point. He's trying to attack the gate, but it doesn't work. Because the gate's already empty. Come on, Malik. End it already. At one point we've got to reach a point where there's just so many defenders left that he can just simply roll over him or him. That they can just simply roll over each other. Why did you delete them? No, never mind, you didn't delete the Nox header. I almost wanted to say that. Maybe I should have let the ox tether spam in the game. Maybe that would have sped things up. Maybe not. It would have certainly been better than sitting here watching two Sultans just sleep through all the battle. Not being able to kill each other. It's fantastic. I'm penniless and I'm loaded.
I would stay inside and hide just now, sire.
It's kind of irritating that this guy always looks so angry at me. I think he isn't very amused that I did this either. I can relate. I should have just gone with 40,000 starting gold all along. Oh, Slinger raiding gang. But sadly used inefficiently. He could have just stood here and fired at the keep all day. Because he did actually hit some of them, but yeah, not like that. This might drag on for a while, and I can't speed up more. And he still has fire throwers, which is not very great. But I think his stock thingy is poorly placed. A stockpile, yes. The stockpiles are placed like that. Though, if he breaks through here or through the gate, he can just burn them here or here, which might still work out. But as soon as they step on the stockpile, they are immune to fire, because fire for some reason can't burn on walls in this game, which is okay because fire is completely overpowered otherwise, which it already is either way, so it doesn't really matter. Nothing is really going to happen in this battle, I bet. Going to leave it speed 1000. One day we just gotta reach a critical point. One day we just gotta reach a critical point. You lost an ox tether, amigo. But I think you just rebuild it in the worst spot possible, please. End my suffer. So we have two sultans and the maximum distance of each other. With very good economies for some reason, even though this one shouldn't have a very good economy. And this one should completely dominate the other. But he doesn't. Instead, nothing's happening at the moment. The best way how this could end now is that for some reason, for unknown fucking reasons, Malik managed to attack again, manages to attack again, and where he manages to defend again, but this time more effectively, without having half of his swordsmen dying. And then he could just simply move in and kill him. But it's not gonna happen. I don't know why. Because for some reason they just suck at money. But without money you can't recruit. And since they're not European, they won't buy weapons. And they won't buy units that are cheap. So they will only buy their expensive archers and swords. If they would at least use slingers for the attacks, things would be much easier. Because slingers fire faster than archers and are far cheaper than archers, making them effectively the better choice against swordsmen than archers. At least on the open field. On the defense, archers are better, because they have more range. But you get the point. Oh my god. Maybe one day we get to the point where both attack at once, and then we just have a battle of who's going to be faster on the enemy keep. Like Wahib once reached the keep of Malik and he just botched it. Because some of his swordsmen were here and some were here and the breach was here and they didn't get through in time. Ah, it's great. It's really great. One day the critical point will be reached. And he's attacking. And he's also accumulating some money, which is going to be completely useless. If he would at least destroy the stupid bear. Oh, 2 breaches. Oh. Hot damn, this was close. I didn't think that this would happen right now. Now we might have a situation where Wahib actually dominates. He has the money, he has some more units. Maybe the critical point has been reached. It just needs a better execution at this point. Like literally, it needs a better execution for the Lord of Malek. I would still be thankful if he would at least build 1 or 2 more Ox Tatters. Even though both of his quarries are actually pretty okay-ish at work. For Sultan standards at least. Come on, just put your grey cells to work. Put your grey cells to work, use them. They are not there to be idle, they are there to be cells at work. Come on. I think I might have missed the Slinger patrol here. Forgot to talk about it, but I think I've seen it. Why did I ever do this? Next time I'm going to use AIs that have better economy and are more aggressive. And not as sleepy as them. As them Sultans. Maybe he has more archers than swords at the moment, and if Wahib attacks, he has more swords than archers. Maybe that'll help. Maybe not. We can just hope and see. And if you please stop to send his Slinger raiding gangs back and forth all day, that would be nice. Maybe Malik will attack before Wahib. Maybe not. We'll have to see. If Malik attacks before Wahib attacks, that's definitely going to be the death of Malik. He needs less men for an attack right now. And he gets more men for an attack. And when he's on the defense, like Shahid, he doesn't... Wahib, I mean. He doesn't lose as much men as Malik does. I don't know why. Probably because he spreads out his men so hard. He breaks through the gate first and has to set all of these guys over here, when these guys' swordsmen already blocked up here. Oh. Interesting. Oh. Does it actually hit anything? No, these slingers are just blindly shooting into Wahib. But since Wahib doesn't even bother to send over his slingers on the quarries, he's effectively softlock right now. Oh, and now there's an attack. This might be very good for... Oh, this was bad. This hurt. This hurt a lot. This massive sword blob just straight up went lawnmower on him. But you destroyed his fucking quarry. Why did you do that? At least buy wood to build it again. Oh, I could bite my ass so hard right now. And since he doesn't seem to rebuild, at least the good thing is that Malik will win sooner or later. Because this idiot continues to make slingers for no apparent reason. He just spent all of his leftover money for slingers instead of rebuilding his stone economy, which is the last thing that he had. Now he doesn't even have food anymore. Or he can't afford it. He doesn't even have any at all. The bad thing is though that Malik will take a while to attack. Can you please just send them to an attack? You don't have anything to guard with them. Of course. It was so close. Why do you have to make my life miserable? Yeah, this will take a while, definitely. Problem is that because he doesn't have any money and he doesn't tax his people, he won't get to attack at all anymore in this game. He doesn't have any quarries. There's no wood left on the map. No, there's no wood left. Only stone. And he doesn't have anything. Oh, he just broke off his gardens for 10 wood, which is half as much as you need for a fucking quarry. Bought a ton of slingers, and then just sits on his ass again. I'm sorry if I get a little bit rough with my language right now, but this is severely making me go crazy. He still has 20 wood on his storage, ready to rebuild his quarries if they ever get destroyed, which they won't by the way, and he, for the most game, had no wood at all in his goddamn stockpile. And he barely struggled to rebuild his fucking ox tethers, which cost 5 wood apiece. Oh, the next attack. And because he doesn't have anything anymore, he can't rebuild his walls. Which means that he will stay open now. And next time when Malik attacks, he will just instantly send all of his men to the next breach. Including his archers. Oh, this is not good. But it's going to weaken him. He barely has swordsmen left now. Most of his army is archers, and archers have proven to be not very good against swords. Yet it will take a while for Malik to recuperate. Oh boy. And I'm just sitting here, watching this disaster. I hope this video isn't too long so I can even upload it today. Maybe it's around 40 minutes now, maybe more. I wish I could see. But the way I have to record this is that if I would tab out, everybody could just see my desktop. That's not really something that I need to show just about everybody. I wish I would have just given them 40k gold. It would be long since over. Luckily, we can all be certain the next attack of Malik will be Wahib's demise. Which is funny, because from the beginning on I counted on Wahib on winning, because of his supreme quarry placement. Which apparently didn't matter at all. This guy has to work like twice as long and still didn't manage to pull more economy than him. But now he's just sending his slingers to death. Effectively wasting money. And that's not good. That's not something you want to do. Good thing is that with the next attack he will just straight up go onto the keep, which means that the archers will follow up as well, and the archers will be able to tank some shots and kill some archers of Wahib before the swordsmen can even get in range. Or are in range, and the archers will still tank, because archer AI will always target other archers. Doesn't count for slingers though, for some reason slingers are counted as melee units. Yeah, probably because the Sultan constantly sends them into melee. I wish this would be more swords than slingers, so the attack would come faster, but all my hopes are spoken into air, into thin air. The next attack should come soon, around 200 troops for Malik. And then this is finally over. That took a while. Or is he producing anything else but goddamn slingers? That's a slinger. That's another slinger. That's a slinger as well. I only see slingers coming out of there. But he has money. That was an archer. That's a swordman. So he is recruiting an attack army, just very slowly. Holy. Finally. This took a while. Oh, but the archers are not going to just run forward. They are just going to run forward and they are going to tank and kill. And kill and tank. And because while he destroyed all of his nice stuff, or nice buildings, he doesn't have any combat bonus anymore. His archers are getting completely demolished. Well, Malik's as well. We can now wait for the swordsmen to finally arrive at the destination. And now we can see the downfall of Wahib, who botched this entire battle. This is so slow compared to the other speeds, but it's the intended speed actually.
A message from the Sultan. As all must sleep the sleep of the ancients, so must the poor Sultan. A message from the Sultan. The Sultan sings, and the jackal falls in the forest.
There we go, it's over. Sultan Malik wins. Congratulations. Well, let's see the statistics. Wahib killed the most, which is reasonable because he 3 kills. Malik as well, interesting. Most have been lost by Malik, also reasonable. Malik has made the most money. Nobody has collected any food, of course. And Malik overall collected the most resources, which is actually surprising me, to be honest. Didn't expect that. His economy looked so crippled from all the start on. No pitch, no iron, no weapons. Population, Malik wins. Nice guy Malik. Malik destroyed the most buildings. And Wahib lost the most, which is obvious. This is obvious as well, all the slingers. But yeah, that's it. Finally. I may say now, but I hope you enjoyed this battle to some extent. I hope that the waiting didn't actually kill you in the end. But yeah, that's it for today, or at least for now. And see you in the next battle. And bye bye. Until then.